life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965. Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out or give them a call. 641-622-2191.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Bras for a Cause 2025 is Saturday, April 12th at the Carl Craft Civic Center in Hedrick. Dinner is provided by Bubba at 4:30. There's a free will donation, plus a silent auction from 4:30 to 9 p.m. And of course, the live bra auction starts at 6 p.m., modeling by the Hedrick Volunteer Firemen. All proceeds to benefit our local communities. For more information about Bras for a Cause 2025, contact Lori Hornback at 641-777-4252. Get ready because Tyler Richardson and the High Bank Boys are coming to Sigourney on Saturday, April 26th at Enchanted Events, 20595 255th Street, just south of Sigourney. Order your tickets online by going to enchantedeventsvenue.com or find the Enchanted Events Facebook page for the ticket links. There are 3 different ticket options: general admission, VIP, or reserve. Doors open at 7 and the cash bar and band starts at 8. It's Tyler Richardson and the High Bank Boys, Saturday, April 26th at Enchanted Events, just south of Sigourney. Hello, friends, neighbors.
Good morning.
Confidants. Confidantes. Hello, Neil.
Hello, Steve.
It's Tuesday, April 1st.
Hola.
April Fools.
I have no good pranks to pull.
I don't have any good ones either.
I've asked people all day yesterday. I was up all night long searching things online. We got way too much electrical stuff going on in here that I didn't want to hurt, because I even got a good tip from some of the gals down below us at Barn Wire.
Down below.
They got this frothy foam maker thing they put on top of your frappes and stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
But it's like, just shoots out foam.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
And I was going to bring it up here and
but
go,
not in here.
Yeah, see, I couldn't do that. And when I said I was going to jokingly say I was going to jump off the building, I had someone actually tell me she'd love to be up top there and push me.
Oh.
So.
Wonder who that was.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Oh,
that was
ain't that a fine how do you do?
I know.
Anything been happening the last day or so?
Nothing. No, nothing new.
I've got no good stories to tell either.
I know.
Yeah. I just went home yesterday. Took way too long of a nap.
Oh, did
because
you?
You know I get my daily nap in. Did some work.
Yeah.
Watched some TV in the evening. Called it a day.
Sweet, sweet.
So yeah, nothing much happened there. Since we're so boring.
Okay,
let's do thank our sponsors here on Steve Shuttler Media. We do thank Brothers Market in Sigourney. They are our headline sponsor. And savings, savings are made simple at Brothers Market. Check out their website at shopbrothersmarket.com for digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. Get the app. It's a smart way to shop.
Yes.
It's just smart. You want to save, you want to get good groceries, get them at Brothers Market in Sigourney.
And one more thing about Brothers,
yes.
real quick.
Yes.
Don't forget, you may not know this, but they are one of the few around that still has a good old-fashioned pop machine outside. Out
really?
front. Yep. Bottles of pop out front there. Yep. I know that because I just got myself one on the way by.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good deal. Yeah. So go to Brothers Market. Hit up the pop machine.
Do it.
Hey, let's go and thank Osky Dental for being our studio sponsor here at Steve Shetler Media and Osky Dental, located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. Do we have a toothy spotting today? What is that noise?
What is wrong with that thing? That did not work. Good morning, Steve.
Hey, good morning, Toothy.
guys.
What's up?
Oh, so much better than yesterday. Oh,
Good. Yeah, you were kind of at a low point
it
yesterday.
was a long weekend. Do not go out with Cavity. He'll get you in trouble. I spent Saturday night in well, I don't want to say where. It wasn't fun. But yep. Sure glad to be back. Yeah,
Well, good.
yeah.
We're glad to have you back.
Yeah.
You want to read the information on the screen?
I would love to. I was trying to get her up here, but it just
Oh.
wouldn't. Hey, Steve. Steve-o. Well, you just blew that one, didn't you?
Toothy, I'm taking over.
Okay.
I didn't even see that one coming, but wow, did you? Wow. Oh, my goodness. Stop over at Osky Dental in Oskaloosa. 902 17th Street in Oskaloosa. Whether you can schedule your appointment with Dr. Schuster, they're accepting new patients. You know, they want as many as they can get. They file your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta Dental provider. You know, plus they'll greet you with a smile. And I know that because Steve has
really?
told me.
Oh,
You've told me that when you walk in, it's just a friendly atmosphere.
it is.
So-
they smile at you,
Right.
just like Toothy.
No, not like Toothy.
Call and schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan, 641-673-4845. All right, you know what's next? It's a look at our forecast, and we've got the weather sounder back.
Good deal. I wish my computer was working.
Yeah, my computer is working today. Yours is not.
It's just sort of catching up, lagging around. It's fine. It'll all come together. Good morning and welcome.
Yes, let's go over to the
Steve
weather
Shetler
lab.
Media Weather Lab. Chance of rain today, mainly between noon and 3. Cloudy, a high near 50. Now watch out. It's going to be breezy. It's already a little breezy out there, but they could gust up as high as 35 miles per hour. That's breezy. Showers likely tonight. More showers and possibly a thunderstorm after 1 in the morning, low around 47. Again, breezy, chance of precip 100%. More rain tomorrow, a high of 72. Tomorrow night, mostly clear, low around 36, and partly sunny for your Thursday, high near 56. So that's cool. We go to 72 and back to 50s. Make up your mind, weather. Make up your mind.
Let's look at current conditions here in southeast Iowa. Humidity at 79%. Winds are east at about 5 to 10. Barometer at 30.00. Dew point at 26. And according to the National Weather Service, we do have 37 degrees here in downtown Sigourney. Your weather sponsored by the Garden Gate at 105 South Jefferson Street in Sigourney. Proudly serving Keokuk County and the surrounding area for 28 years.
Can you believe it?
I can. I said it. I believe it.
I said it, and I mean it.
I meant it. I believe it. That's our forecast sponsored by the Garden Gate. Let's take a peek at our this or that. It is brought to us by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group, and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. Mopping or vacuuming? Nah, I'm good. I don't need either one.
If I had to pick, I would go vacuuming.
Yeah. I'm not going to
Honestly.
mop.
Well,
It would have to be drastic measures for me to grab a mop.
really?
It would.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, but you got one of them fancy robot things that probably
Roomba.
does it all for you,
A Roomba.
don't you?
Maybe. But I pull out the old vacuum every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
Poopy
Definitely.
makes a mess upstairs in the old home studio, which
Yeah.
I do. By the way, I do spend time with Poopy every day, so don't worry about Poopy.
He's lying.
But he makes a little bit of a mess with his cat litter, so I have to get the vacuum out and vacuum up the cat litter that gets kicked out. So Good old Poopy.
Good old Poopy.
Mopping and vacuuming. That's our this or that. Goes up each weekday at 6 a.m. on Steve Shetler Media Facebook. Our question of the day goes up at noon. It's sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa, 202 North Main, Sigourney. What would you change about yourself if you could, Neil? So, a deep introspective question today.
Wow.
What would you change about yourself?
Huh.
It's a deep thinker.
Might take a second. Probably not move back from Davenport.
So you're going back 20, 30 years?
Yeah. Yep.
Making some different life changes.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't be here, right?
Right, and I wouldn't have all the fun.
Maybe you would be.
I wouldn't have all the fun and memories. I mean, such good memories. And
memories.
Yeah. Well, how about you?
Oh, nothing.
What?
Heck, I love me.
Really?
Oh, I love my fat belly.
You just made therapists all over the world say, yes, he loves himself. We've done something right.
Self-hug. Self-high five. I'd get rid of my fat gut. How about that?
Yeah.
That's what I'd do. That's your question of the day.
I just started eating vegetables and nothing else back in high school then.
Exercising occasionally.
Yeah.
That's your question of the day. It's sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa. 7:12.
Yeah.
We are being joined in the studio, Neil. Quietly, he snuck into the studio. We've got Mr. Josh Clubb, everybody. Let me put that there. And let me do this, and do this, and do that. And hit the sports sounder.
Oh, you don't know it.
Love it.
Is it good?
Yeah.
I played it for Josh the other day
good.
when we weren't here. It's like, listen to this.
Awesome.
And then I played it again.
I downloaded it and played it in my vehicle all week long, just nonstop, on a loop,
Yes.
just on a loop.
That
Like if you
4
smash
seconds.
your thumb with the hammer, you're like, wait, pull out the phone. Yes, let's go again.
I'm playing it for a third time.
Hope you got something good, because 3 intros.
Josh, you're here to talk sports.
There it is.
Our son-in-law sports report. It's a Tuesday.
It is.
What's up, Josh?
Oh, it is first day of April.
Yes,
April
it is.
Fools. Have you guys gotten fooled yet?
We're just we're being fools.
Okay.
We're not fooling
Yeah.
anybody. We're just being
Just
the
easier
fools that
for
we
us.
are.
So you just make sure it's clear. Everybody knows this is not a joke. This is really your show, right?
Yeah.
That would have been funny today. Be like, this whole last 3 weeks, that was
Yeah.
a joke. See ya.
We got you good. So first week of April is going to get spring sports into full swing. Track, soccer, golf, all stuff going on this week. Starting with last night, the Sigourney Kyoto soccer team, and for those that don't know, is co-ed. They dropped a match against Waco by a score of 4-1. And then the other stuff that happened last night, there's no scores reported as of 6:45 this morning. Ottumwa traveled to Iowa City High, and Oskaloosa hosted Grinnell at Lacey Sports Complex. In boys track, Sigourney, English Valley, Cardinal, and Pekin were at Pekin for a boys track meet, and Ottumwa went up to Muscatine. So moving on to tonight, the Sigourney girls will get their track season underway. Their outdoor spring track season underway. Many teams competed indoor. Sigourney was not one of them, but they'll head up to Belle Plaine at 4:15 tonight. This is a 16-team meet, so there'll be quite a bit of area teams. A lot of the teams you follow here, Steve, on Steve Shetler Media, including Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont, English Valley, HLVTC, Kyoto, Montezuma, and North Mahaska, all joining Sigourney up there in Belle Plaine tonight, obviously weather permitting. So yeah, definitely I will have results from that one because I will be there.
Okay.
Albia, Cardinal, and Oskaloosa will be at a girls' meet in Davis County, and the Ottumwa girls will be at Southeast Polk. And then, last but not least, the Pekin girls will head over to West Burlington for a girls' meet. And then flip my page over too soon. In girls' soccer, Oskaloosa travels to Carlisle, Ottumwa will head to Pella Christian, and Albia will head to Clark Community for a match tonight. In boys' sports tonight, in high school boys, the Montezuma Braves will head up to East Marshall for a boys' track meet. Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont, and Oskaloosa will be at Pella Christian.
In soccer, Sigourney Kyoto will be at PCM. Oskaloosa heads to Carlisle. Albia will head to Clark Community. So lots of high school sports going on tonight and the rest of the week. And then quick talk about the NCAA tournaments, the women's and men's. Women's, all but one seed made it in. That was USC, who lost last night to Paige Beckers and the Yukon Huskies. So
Without Juju.
No Juju. They lost their Juju. So
this could have been the year where it would have been all number one seeds. That would have been crazy.
Yes, across the men's and women's, all number one seeds. It happens a little bit more frequently that all the one seeds in the women's tournament make it. Not very often the men's, but women's Final Four will take place on Friday. That's UCLA versus UConn and South Carolina versus Texas. And then on the men's side, as we mentioned, only the second time since 1985 has it been all one seeds in the Final Four, and last time was in 2008. Those matchups will take place Saturday. Auburn, Florida, Duke, and Houston. And yeah, who do you guys got left? I got Duke left.
I got all of them left. I picked all the numbers. I think I told you. I picked, and throughout my bracket, I went with the higher seed throughout. So it worked out for me just great.
Yeah, that was a lucky draw, man.
It was.
It is.
I've got Auburn winning the whole thing, so we'll see. We'll see on that. But wouldn't that have been something on the women's side? Of course, all those West Coast teams just coming into the Big Ten this year. Wouldn't it have been something if USC and UCLA, both from the Big Ten, would have been representing the Big Ten in the Final Four? To have half of them from the Big Ten, and neither one of them really, quote-unquote, Big Ten teams.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, kind
West
of
Coast
anticipated that on the, and across the different sports, that the Pac-12 teams that joined the Big Ten, you're going to see them. It's still, it's going to be weird for a while to say that they're Big Ten teams.
Yeah.
I don't know how you guys
They'll
do it.
never be Big Ten teams.
You don't think about it at all when you're looking, I wonder who's, playing in the Big Ten, and then you see those names, you're like, oh, yeah, I forgot they're in here too.
It's kind of like Rutgers. Rutgers, I suppose. They're getting to that point now where it's kind of like you're getting used to it a little bit.
Yeah. How long ago was that? Rutgers and Maryland
It's been
it's been a little bit.
It's been a little while. Yeah, it's weird. Just give me the old Big Ten where it's all actually
Steve
10
does not
teams
like
from the
change. No
Midwest.
change.
I am old.
You ain't a
Go
kid.
back to the 1980s. Give me the 1980s.
If you don't like change, then you probably really don't like what the Yankees are doing with their torpedo bats this year. Have you
what?
Seen any of that?
I've heard something about torpedo bats.
What is
what
that?
What are torpedo bats?
All they did was they took the mass of the bat and moved it down a little bit.
Okay.
So that hitters that tend to get jammed a lot, that's, I guess, that terminology, they get jammed, it makes them actually barrel up the ball so they get better contact. 100% legal, and they'll be confirmed it's legal, but still they're being accused of cheating.
Yeah.
So,
And you're a Yankees fan, obviously. Yeah.
I am. They're not the only ones that use it. It just, they happen to have 4 people on their team that are using them. So
Torpedo bats.
you should look up a picture
Is that
of it.
like when the pitch is inside and they're like trying to, or
It's not
you mean
necessarily
jammed
inside. The bat, again, it's like normally you think of a baseball bat, like
Yeah.
right, it just gets wider as it gets to the end. Well, the widest point
The
of this
white part
bat is down
is-
here.
Oh,
It gets thinner at
and
the
then it
end.
gets thinner towards the end.
So it looks like
I'm gonna have to
looks like
see a picture of that.
I don't know, a bomb or a torpedo, I guess. But
Really?
it's a little funky looking on a picture. When they're up the bat in a game, you can tell, but you can't without really looking at it. So
do you lose if you hit it on the very end of the bat? Do you lose some of the power?
I'm guessing you're going to lose your because there's only so much mass that can be in there. So they just moved it with the inside hitters. And a lot of the big power hitters in Major League Baseball don't use them. They use the regular ones, like Aaron Judge on the Yankees or Freddie Freeman for the Dodgers. They use a regular bat and.
Ooh, those are ugly. They are weird.
You looking them up?
Yeah, you'll have
bat.
torpedo bats when you get a chance. Look it up.
I wonder when I try to sneak in to the wiffle ball tournament this summer. That's going on the 4th of July weekend for little kids. I wonder when I show up with a torpedo wiffle ball bat.
Well, okay, wait. What kind of bat were they even going to use? We never asked. I mean,
I
is
don't
it
know. The
your
regulation?
typical, regulation
Regulation wiffle ball bats?
or is this like the even littler kids with the big, huge bat that was like,
Big red plastic one.
yeah,
The
so you
hollow
can't
one.
miss.
Kaboom!
Yep, makes that tiggin sound. Tiggin.
So, Josh, our son-in-law services sports report, put a plug in for your business, son-in-law services.
Yep, handyman service out of Sigourney. Serve all of Keokuk, Washington, Mahaska, Wapello counties, Iowa County. Anything smaller jobs to larger jobs to large-scale remodels. So give me a call if you need anything done around your house.
Heck, you even came over and put in my new microwave the other day.
I was going to ask, how did that go?
Good. I told Steve even he could have done that, and he disagreed.
Well, he disagreed.
I have zero handy skills. Zero. I can mow my lawn,
Right.
but don't expect me to fix the lawnmower. By the way,
Right.
all right, since
What do
I
you
got
need?
both of you here,
What do you need?
I went out and did some lawn work this weekend. Mowed a little bit of dog poop off and some sticks and some leaves. Then I went to weed eat because
Oh, no.
no, it's in our little rock area that we have up beside the house, the decorative rock. We've got these weeds popping up all over the place already. I don't know what kind of stuff it is, but I was going to weed eat it off, and I went to start the weed eater, and the
String?
pull chain came out, and it didn't go back in. What do I do?
Oh, the recoil
That's easy.
went
It's your
out.
recoil went out. You just take it off and rewind it.
See? Son-in-law services. Come on over.
Unless the spring's broke, then take
Well,
it
yeah.
out and take it out to. I mean, you can. What brand is it?
Steel.
Yeah, take
Steve,
it out,
take it out to Steve Strobel then.
Okay.
Give
If
him a
anything,
free
you can
plug
get a
there.
new one if it's the spring's bad. But you probably just sprung the spring.
It's probably
Oh,
Yeah, you're so strong.
you didn't spring it. He just
welcome to the
absolutely-
gun show.
Oh, boy.
Welcome to the weed eating show. Arr. All right. Well, I think we'll let you go, Josh.
Well, wait.
All right.
What
What?
does he think? This or that? And question of the
Oh
night.
yeah. All right. This or that.
Okay.
Mopping or vacuuming was the this or that. What are you gonna do if you had to choose?
If I had,
I just looked over at Josh and he's like, I don't want to answer this question.
is call my wife.
Amen to that, brother. And then
I would vacuum if I had to do one or the other. I would rather vacuum because it's just easier.
Yeah.
You know,
Mopping
you're just
sucks.
done, and then I would rather have hardwood floors throughout the house and have a
Yes.
Roomba. But
Yeah.
if I had to do one or the other, I'd rather vacuum.
And then question: what would you change about yourself if you could? Deep introspective question today.
I don't know. I'm kind of like you, Steve. I just love myself.
Oh.
Wow, I must have had a bad weekend. 'cause
I would, since I'm
you.
We just don't want to answer the question.
since I'm reporting sports, I wish I was 6'5", 220, had the quarterback arm talent of an NFL prospect. You know,
Yeah.
could make a couple
Me too.
$1 billion for playing a game.
Heck yeah. And then retire after a few years and
Go and call
good.
sports like I'm doing now.
Yeah. Heck yeah. All right. Well, Josh, we appreciate your time. Thanks for coming in this morning for the Son-in-Law Services Sports Report here on Steve Shuttler Media. We'll take a little bit of a break. I know we're expecting Gary Osbaker from KCED to be coming in here shortly, so more to come here on Just Another Morning Show.
Iowa Candle Glow White is a gold medal winning dry fruity white wine from Tassel Ridge Winery that offers pineapple, pear, melon, and apricot notes with a green apple finish. You can serve it with fish, chicken, or lightly seasoned pork, or just sip it by itself. Iowa Candle Glow White's a blend made from La Crescent, Brianna, and Edelweiss grapes grown in our vineyards in Mahaska County, Iowa. Tassel Ridge, Iowa Candle Glow White is available at several of our nearly 350 retailers.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Hey, we are back here on Steve Shetler Media for just another morning show. Again, thanks to Josh Clubb from Son-in-Law Services for coming on the show, giving us our sports report. And it is a Tuesday, April 1st. We thank all of our sponsors for being on board with us here on just another morning show. Again, we are waiting for Gary from Keokuk County Economic Development to be popping in a little bit later on here this morning during this hour here on Steve Shetler Media. What have we got going on today?
Well,
Neil?
it's funny you should ask.
Oh,
there we go. Yes, I love this laugh of Steve's.
Go ahead.
I love it.
By the way, Anthony Schilling telling me to not rush the guests. I didn't know I was rushing the guests.
I think he just wanted to hear more. And
Want to get more info.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the cartoon Jimmy Neutron?
No.
No?
Well, I mean,
Okay.
I'm familiar with the name, but
you'd have to really know it to know Carl, one of the characters, because I was just told that I sound like Carl from the cartoon Jimmy Neutron.
Huh. Nope.
I'm guessing it wasn't
Are you
me.
familiar with?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Is
know
that a
what to do.
good thing or a bad thing?
No.
It's a bad thing.
Yeah. Just leave that one where it is.
Hey, before we get to Gary Osbaker from KCED, let's take a look at our forecast once again, which of course means we need the weather sounder. Let's go to the Steve Shetler Media Weather Lab with meteorologist Neil Crott. Neil, where'd you get your meteorologist degree?
That would be at Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, Iowa?
No. The WKRP was where I started.
Oh, okay. All right.
Looking at your forecast brought to you by Garden Gate. 30% chance of rain today. A high near 50. Could be breezy out there. Watch out for gusting winds up to 35. Showers likely tonight. Possibly some thunderstorms. Rain chance is 100%. So definitely going to see something. Low around 47. Chance of rain tomorrow, 72. And then on into your Thursday, partly sunny and 56. We thank Garden Gate for another look at your forecast.
And currently we are at 37 degrees here in downtown Sigourney. As promised, we're joined up next. It's a rotating door right now here at the studios. We've got Gary Osbaker, or as we like to jokingly say from professional wrestling, Gary Icebreaker.
Yes.
Remember that from the other day, Gary?
Yeah, I remember that.
Pull that microphone clear up to you there. Don't be afraid of that. We've got Gary from KCED coming in today. And Gary, what's going on? What's happening in the world of Keokuk County economic development?
Oh my God, what's going on?
So much?
Yeah. So much, yes. Couple of interesting facts. We have infused about $180,000 into the local economy, not just in Sigourney, but in Keokuk County as a whole, over the past, I'm going to say roughly 12 months.
Okay.
I looked at the data the other day. We were going through our files, and I think it's the first time that we've ever reached that level, that threshold. So we've got a number of new businesses, a number of expanding businesses that we're supporting, and we want to keep doing that. Really feel good about it.
Very good.
So I wanted to get that right out there. You know, this is my my weekly excursion into my or outside of my comfort zone, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like Jim Bridger every time I come up here. But so beyond that, we had a really interesting conversation last week down at the Extension office with some local meat producers, and we wanted to kick off a conversation with them about something that I believe I introduced in one of my previous visits, which is shortening the supply chain. Can we produce here, process here, ship a short distance into southeast Iowa, and make it available to consumers locally, so we keep those dollars flowing in our local area. So we had our first session last week. the conversation was pretty stimulating. We learned a lot of things from their perspective. We shared our ideas. Now we're refining those ideas. We're going to hold another session next week, and we're going to keep doing this, see if we can reach critical mass. And the role that KCED is going to play is going to be act as the marketing arm, the consolidated arm, so that we can expand the reach and use the skill sets of some of the people on the board to do target marketing, to geofence our marketing so that we keep it focused in Southeast Iowa, and augment the businesses that take part. So pretty excited about that as well.
By the way, in case you couldn't hear, I think we either have a thundering herd of elephants outside of our studio and a dentist, or else there's some construction going on out in the hallway.
Yeah,
it's a little distracting.
If we haven't brought it up before, there is some remodeling going on right outside our doors.
Literally,
and
right outside our doors.
So I caught Steve and Gary was talking. I hear the drill or whatever they're mixing. I think they're mixing texture. And as soon as it kicked on, I seen his head turn, and I'm like, I hear it. Perfect timing.
Not kept going,
yes.
and didn't sell the fact.
My
that
wife and I raised 5 kids. Noise does not really bother us at all.
You learn how to adapt.
You really do, yes.
Yeah.
So I'm totally distracted by what's going on right now. You guide us in this conversation, Gary. What else is happening?
If I'm your guide, we got a problem.
I mean, it is April Fool's Day,
right.
And we're the two fools. You're the guy with the level head here.
Yeah, this is the 41st. This is the 41st anniversary of my first day of married life too. So that's
really?
Yeah.
You were married? Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Can you believe it? Somebody actually married me. That's
and hung around for 41 years.
Yeah, really.
That's a great accomplishment.
That is. Yeah, it is for me.
For me. That's great. It is for me.
So let's see other stuff. I did see, and if you weren't done with your point that you were making, feel free to go back to it. But I did see also on the KCED page, I've been seeing it pop up. We've got the car show coming up. What, in July?
July. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And planning is underway. The farmers market's going to start next in 8 weeks or so.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So and I know we've got. Already, a lot of the planning is done. We're way ahead of the power curve in terms of prepping, having food trucks, having musicians. The music is pretty popular down on the square.
Yeah,
People like to come and listen.
Yep.
It's a great outlet for local artists. And Sandy Klopp just does a fantastic job. She loves the work. I just can't say enough good things about her. And with Holly's support, we're going to move to the north side of the square though this year.
Oh, okay.
And I'm trying to remember why. There's actually a reason for it, but I've got so many things going around in my head.
Is the pavilion going to be going up? All right. I thought that was the obvious thing.
You're a great straight man. That's exactly right. They're going to be building that this year, and so we wanted to move away from that.
Okay. So yeah, I know. Yeah, you guys have a different musician every week. I like how last year I'm looking out at the square right now. They positioned all the seating to kind of face the artist, which is good because as a performer, you like to be able to see your audience, make sure people are engaged. It's better to keep the audience engaged that way too.
Yes.
Facing the artist. Yes. So yeah, always good food, always good entertainment, and good stuff going on for the farmers market. I know the car show is always a popular thing. Yeah. Neil, you got any hot rods you're going to enter this year?
Not got any that I'm going to enter, but I'll be there. Haven't missed one for
it's a fun day. I enjoy it. It'd be great if we can get up like over 130 vehicles this year. We'd like to try to grow a little bit. And again, planning started early. We've been at it for a while. The committee's doing a great job, so we'll see what the
How many vehicles did you have last year? Or do you?
I think we were right around 95 or 100. It was smaller last year than the year before, and the year before that, right after COVID, there was a huge pent-up demand, and we had this enormous show, right, which was
everybody wanted out.
It was great,
yeah.
and then it fell off. So now we're building it back up.
Good.
It's tricky trying to find a weekend, and
you're not the only one with the car show. In the
We've
entire
noticed
summer.
that. Yes,
so,
it's amazing.
The guys that want to go to them, they're willing.
Yes,
it's just a matter of we got to pick and choose which.
It's like anything else, right? Whether it's a car show or a ball tournament,
Absolutely.
you got to, because they go from place to place.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing because that's more stuff to do. We want things for people to do. The other thing we've been working on again is childcare, trying to solve that problem. And man, it is a hard nut to crack.
Mm-hmm.
It's a, if you look at it from an economic standpoint, it's an upside down market. It's hard. Anybody who has small children knows that it's difficult to afford the care you need, right? It's almost like I don't even know what to. I've never seen anything quite like it. You want to buy a hamburger, and the hamburger is so expensive, you can't afford it. You starve to death practically. And that, I don't know how some of these young families do it, because given current wages and given the expense, what you have to pay to get quality child care, it's tricky.
It's almost better to stay home and be a mom or a dad that stays at home and takes care of the kids.
That's why you see more of it.
You do. Yes, you do. That's the economic reality. But it costs our local employers, right? Because it's hard to find people. It's hard to keep people. If you've got them and the little one's sick, well, you're down somebody. So it's a problem. It's a challenge we really need to address. But working through the economics is brutally difficult. And with some of the legislation that's being contemplated in Des Moines, I'm really struggling with how to make the math work. Because you need a sustainable business. You don't want to be living off the largesse of the state if you can avoid it, right? And so we're trying to put that together, but so far I haven't found the magic numbers yet. But we're not going to quit. We're absolutely not going to quit. I'm not smart enough to quit.
Smart enough.
Yeah. But still engaged. We got sessions set up for later this week where we're going to be digging into it more deeply. I'm seeing a lot of interest in Keota. Keota's a great community in terms of being able to mobilize people who really care. I can't say enough good things about what they do over there. And the evidence is, you don't have to look very far to see it. They opened a new pool. They've got active groups that are always looking for things to do. So it's great to work with them over there.
Awesome.
And probably the only other the main thing that's worth mentioning is yet today we're going to get another visit from our group from IEDA, the Boost Committee that we've been working with for strategic planning for Keokuk County. They visited us in November, spent a better part of a half a day working with them, doing a walk around to the community, looking at maps of the county, looking at what do we need to do to make this a highly desirable place to live.
Yep.
And the intention is to build a 5-year plan. All of these, you're always playing a long game, right? Nothing happens overnight.
Sure.
So we're building this long-range plan. They produced a report from their first visit, 56 pages of statistical data that'll just make your head explode. But really interesting stuff, right? I'm enough of a numbers geek that I like this, and gives you an idea what kind of life I lead. And
41 years with that, right?
Who would turn it down? Really? Yeah. So they're going to come back. We're going to look at the data, and the planning committee, which, as I've said before, is composed of a great cross section of business leaders and community leaders in the area. We're going to begin to lay out what are we going to do next? What are the next steps? What are the actions that we're going to take, both large and small? and we'll see how that plays out. So maybe the next time I'm up here, I can give a report.
Awesome. All right. Well, I think that'll conclude our weekly chat with Gary Osbaker from KCED. Again, maybe plug the website, any other social media stuff that you're on as far as KCED goes. What's the website, all that good stuff?
Our website is kcediowa, one word, .org. We encourage you to go out and visit.
Okay.
We're also building a website for the child care operation. And we're going to launch a Facebook page here shortly. We're working on the content now.
Great.
So next time I'm up, I'll give you an update on that.
Good deal. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
You bet. That is Gary Osbaker from KCED hanging out with us this morning here on Just Another Morning Show. It's a Tuesday, April 1st at 7:41. If you're watching this live video, maybe you're listening to this in podcast form after the fact, and right now we have 37 degrees here in downtown Sigourney. Let's take a quick break. We'll reset and be back with some more right after this.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP, is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Osky Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Osky Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Osky Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Osky Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Osky Dental. Winter in the Midwest can definitely be unpredictable. Whether it's a frozen or broken water pipe, fire emergency, or a surprise mold, ServPro of Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, and Grinnell Pella has you covered with trained professionals ready 24/7, 365 days a year to make your emergency like it never even happened. Visit servpro.com, Ottumwa, Oskaloosa, or call us at 641-682-0782. Hey, we thank all of our sponsors here on Steve Shetler Media, ServPro, Tassel Ridge, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Osky Dental, all these fine sponsors, Neil. That make
I'm looking
things
at Steve,
possible.
but he can't see me because of the camera.
Yeah?
But I'm like giving him the evil eye. Because he wasn't like, okay, or here we go.
I wasn't telling you that we were going back on.
He's just giving me the look of... I'm like, like I was mid-sentence, man.
Microphones are going back. What were you telling me? Is it something you can tell on the air?
I don't even remember now. That's the worst of it. I think it was probably not important, but...
Probably the most important thing you're going to say today.
Probably.
Hey, Brothers Market is our headline sponsor. Osky Dental sponsors the studios. We are live and we are local, ladies and gentlemen.
We are live and proud.
Every single weekday, we are live, we are local. Turn your dial on the radio. See who's live and see who's local right now.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Are you doing it?
Okay, are you back? Did you find anybody? No, you didn't. You didn't find anybody live and local. All right, just wanted to make sure you knew.
I hope that some of you came back.
Yeah, don't get sucked into their suckiness.
Right, the suckiness.
Hey, we are high above Sigourney. Right above Barnwired on the square in Sigourney at the Osky Dental Studios on the south side of the square. So in case you need to know where we're at, if you want to come in and complain to us, say, oh, you guys are the worst. Or if you just want to come in and throw some money at us, or whatever.
Right.
You want to have an April Fool's Day joke? Whatever you
That's a good idea.
Yeah, we should have
opened
the door for April Fool's Day jokes. If anybody got anything good, you can always call 641-622-6262. That is the studio line. That number's always there for you, folks. If you have something that needs to be said.
Right, and it doesn't turn off.
Yeah. So. We don't, The phone is there to prove we are live.
You can interrupt us if you want.
Heck Heck yeah. Now, coming up here in just a little while, we'll be doing a giveaway. Today, we've got a $10 Garden Gate gift card up for grabs.
Sweet.
And since the calendar has turned to April, it opens up the winnings for everybody because you can only win once a month.
Oh,
Here
you
on
know what's
Steve
happening
Shetler
right
Media.
now.
So,
you know how many people are at home like, hurry up, say win, say win. They're ready.
So we'll get to that here. We're going to do some April Fool's Day true or false.
Okay. That sounds fun.
For the prize today, a $10 Garden Gate gift card. But on this date, no fooling.
No fooling.
1778, businessman from New Orleans. Is it New Orleans or New Orleans?
Depends on where you're from.
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Created the dollar sign. You know, the little, it's like an S
yeah.
with a line through it.
2 lines.
Well, looking
Isn't it
at
2
this,
lines?
I don't know. It probably depends. Could go either way.
I wonder if
I'm
I've been
looking at my
drawing it
keyboard
wrong the
right
whole
now.
time.
I think it's just one.
What? Why have I always been putting 2 in there?
I mean, it could be.
Well, I'm stupid.
Creative. If you're really creative, you want to throw an extra line in there. But anyway, the dollar sign.
Yeah?
The dollar symbol was created on this date, 1778.
Well, thank goodness.
Thanks to Oliver Pollock. Little Ollie.
Without that, we wouldn't have a $1 Dave.
And without a $1 Dave, you don't have a
rap star genius.
Yes, a rap star in the making. 1853, Cincinnati, where you got your meteorologist degree.
Yes, the School for Weather.
Was that like the University of Meteorology?
No, it's the Cincinnati School of Weather.
Oh.
That's what it's called. They're great. They're
the
great.
main streets of Cincinnati.
2 weeks in and 3 weeks out, you're done. Figure that one out.
That's some Cincinnati math.
It is. They're weird.
1853, Cincinnati became the first U.S. city to pay its firefighters regularly.
Oh, really?
Good job, Cincinnati. Not only did you produce a meteorologist the quality of Neil Crott, but they pay their firefighters.
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
Regularly. I've told the story about the firefighters. So
firefighters?
The radio station that you and I both
Yeah.
worked at. We had this, like, it was kind of an area, it's like from Sigourney, area news. Mm-hmm. And the lady, who was a legend at doing that news at the time, got caught up on the word firefighter one time and ended up saying fire farter. And then she got all flustered. It was good stuff. Fire farters.
Fire farters.
I think you're a fire farter. You fart fire.
But that would be awesome. I wouldn't.
Don't hold a match up to it. 1889, the very first dishwashing machine was sold in Chicago.
Wow.
I don't know if that means the first one in Chicago or if it was the first one overall that was sold. But anyway,
right.
I'm overthinking. 1929, a guy named Louis Marx introduced the world to the very first yo-yo.
What year?
1929.
Wow. I assumed that was a lot older than that. Walk the dog, do the... What's the one thing? Are you yo-yoing?
Yes.
I actually love yo-yoing. I could do it.
Really good.
Really?
At yo-yoing. No, maybe once or twice, and then it was done.
It depends on the yo-yo. It's got to be a good quality one. Serious.
Yo-yo ma.
Yo
and then
mama.
Superman debuted in the comic strips on this date in 1938.
Huh.
So those are your things to celebrate today. Today on the National Day calendar, what does this mean? Edible Book Day. What does that even mean?
Oh my goodness. I've got to write this down so later on this week when Miss Amanda comes in, think about this.
Anybody, books.
If you've ever watched this show, you know I'm not a book reader. However, I do like food. The perfect way for me to read. Make it edible.
Just eat the book while you...
Yep. You read one page, Jimmy gets a new bike. Eat it. Jimmy wrecks his bike. Jimmy's an idiot. Just keep eating.
Was eating some grapes, and then the page tastes like grapes.
Yes. There you go. I love that.
Jimmy had some bacon for breakfast. It's International Fun at Work Day. We never have fun at work here,
It is National Fun at Work Day?
Yeah.
Wow.
Today's the day.
That's awesome.
Hope you have fun today because we're getting serious tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to stink.
We're changing the entire format. It's just going to be completely serious. It's National Tomfooleries Day.
Tomfoolery.
Tom.
Don't you foolery me.
Tommy.
Tomfoolery.
Thomas Foolery. Hello. My name is Thomas Foolery.
And I'm here to, yeah.
It's National Sourdough Bread Day.
Okay.
You like sourdough bread?
I don't mind sourdough bread at all. It's a lot of work.
Okay.
I remember being younger and like mom and grandma and aunts and they were making
when they
it.
weren't dancing with the poles.
Yes, when my aunts weren't dancing with the poles. Sourdough.
Is it hard to get the dough sour? Do you have to like insert
you know
it?
what? I don't know enough about that. I don't know. I know if you go downstairs below us, they have sourdough starter kits here at Barnwired. Yes. So it's really good though to eat.
And it's National 1 Cent Day. I don't know why. But those are your days.
That's
it's
weird.
April Fool's Day, of course.
So were any of them real?
Yes, those were all real.
Okay, all right.
So we're going to have fun. We're going to continue to have fun today.
Good.
We're going to continue to be tomfooleries and eat a book with National Sourdough and a penny.
Ready.
All right. Moving right along, let's do some things you need to know. Whoa.
That sounds so much better.
By the way, my voice is back.
I was going to say.
It returned over the weekend.
Yes.
I can hit all the high notes now. I can make weird voices again. I love it. Things you need to know. The U.S. Postal Service celebrating the launch of the new Betty White stamp.
Oh, really?
At a special ceremony. It was held for some reason at the Los Angeles Zoo. Fans gathered to witness the unveiling of the stamp, which honors the late actress's legacy and her love for animals.
Oh, well, that's why.
Makes sense.
There you go.
That's why it's at the zoo.
Right. It makes more sense.
Betty White. Former NFL star, now Thursday Night Football broadcaster Richard Sherman was robbed at gunpoint last Saturday at his family in his Seattle area home.
Not good.
He posted pictures of the robbers. Evidently, they took selfies together and got autographs. I'm kidding.
Okay.
That was a joke.
Thank you.
Tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery to you two.
He did post pictures of the robbers, saying, quote, "House being robbed at gunpoint with my family. And it isn't what anyone wants for a birthday gift." This is me doing I don't know what Richard Sherman sounds like.
I don't know if
He says, "Scary situation that my wife handled masterfully. Kept my kids safe." Yeah, I don't know. He's a former NFL player, but his wife saved the day, evidently. If anyone has any info that can help find these people, please reach out.
What is happening?
Richard Sherman. Let's go to Bulgaria.
Oh,
I love me a good Bulgarian story.
Bulgarian women.
Helga. So in Bulgaria, both teams at a soccer game lined the field and then had a moment of silence that was held for one of the players who had recently died.
Oh.
After the game, there was a post on the home team's Facebook page that the player was actually still alive.
Oh,
but it's the thought that counts, I guess.
What?
I don't know. This is Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
What a bunch of bull.
You guys.
Bulgarian. Bulgaria. Congrats to Full House star Dave Coulier.
Oh, yeah?
You kind of remind me of Dave Coulier.
Right.
You're kind of like a mix of Dave Coulier and Joey from Friends, all wrapped up into one.
I'm okay with that.
You all right?
Yeah.
He just became a grandfather for the first time. Grandpa Dave. He has been battling cancer. I don't know if he still is or not. But
first time being a grandpa, huh?
Yep. Grandpa
Congrats.
Coulier.
Congrats to Neil for not being a grandpa yet.
Miracle.
It is, really. Have you ever met my kids?
Comedian Paul Rodriguez.
Ooh, I love it when you roll your R's.
He was arrested on charges of possession of narcotics on Friday, March 28th in Burbank, California.
Wow.
Following a traffic stop, according to the Burbank Police Department. Rodriguez was a passenger in the vehicle. So, Comedian Paul Rodriguez.
I don't even know what any of that story. All I know is I had the most fun with that, just listening. So thank you.
Paul Rodriguez is in trouble.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
I really didn't get any of it. I just was listening to the R's.
You know David Beckham, the soccer player.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if he plays Bulgarian soccer where they celebrate.
He came to the U.S.
Commemorate the death of people that aren't dead. But David Beckham, do it like Beckham or bend 'em like Beckham or whatever? What was that all about?
I don't remember. Probably like I don't know.
David Beckham, his former assistant Rebecca Luce, that might tell you something, went on a 60 Minutes Australia on Sunday and doubled down on her claims that the two had an affair. Thus the Luce. Over 20 years ago, Luce originally claimed in April of 2004 that she had a 4-month affair with David, even though he was married to what's-her-face from the Spice Girls.
Yeah, which one is that? Posh?
Victoria. Yeah, Posh.
Is it Posh? I don't know. I was just throwing names
think.
out. Okay.
Whom he has 4 kids with. So, Rebecca Luce. Loosey-goosey. Portland, Oregon. Guy trying to figure out who keeps putting gallon plastic bottles full of pee in his recycling bins. Yeah. The other day, he found 6 of them. The recycling people refuse to pick them up because they're a biohazard. So somebody is urinating
in a bottle.
Gallon plastic bottles. Like, that is a lot of urine.
You could say
they put
pee.
6 gallons of pee.
That was like held up for weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'd hope.
Or one night of drinking, one or the other. I don't know.
True. Wow.
So that's happening there. Hershey's has introduced a new flavor of Kisses.
Why?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavored Kisses.
What's the kick with Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
I don't know.
I mean, come on.
But it's only for a limited time.
Of course.
So get your Cinnamon Toast Crunch Kisses while you can.
I love all these that are for a limited time because they finally come up with one that's really good and then it's gone.
Yeah. This tax return filing season might be the last time that you send payments to the IRS using paper checks or the last time you receive refunds via check. A Trump administration executive order issued March 25th requires the use of electronic payment options by late September with the aim of improving efficiency and cutting fraud. I'm guessing Elon Musk was behind that.
Well, you got a problem with Elon?
What?
You got a problem with Elon? Is it?
I thought you said, you have a problem with Elon? No,
really?
I have no problem with Elon.
No,
I did.
No, I did not
there.
say. You got a problem.
You have a problem with Elon?
Gosh. Did you see he's about to get the whatever robot humanoids like by 2027? Yes. I'm gonna have 2. I'm gonna have 2 of them.
Sarah I'm looking for Sarah Connor. The new album, Who Believes in Angels? I do.
What?
Oh, there wasn't a question. Who Believes in Angels? The new album by Elton John and Brandi Carlile drops this Friday, yo.
Elton John's dropping a new album?
He is dropping it. Like it's hot.
Wow.
And then finally today,
what is happening?
67-year-old actor Dolph Lundgren.
Is
If
he the one
dies,
from,
he dies.
Yes, from Rocky. Thank goodness. Okay.
Dolph was spotted on a rare outing in Los Angeles. I believe he's been battling some health issues too. He was hanging out with his wife and his daughter the other day in Los Angeles. You know, they're both 28 years old. So,
wait, what?
Good job, Dolph.
What? Start that
his
over,
wife,
please.
He was hanging out with his wife and his daughter.
Okay.
They're both 28 years old. He's 67. So his
67
wife, his wife and his daughter are like
BFFs. He's with a 28-year-old chick?
Yeah.
Well,
that's what you get when you're Dolph Lundgren.
Well, if it's, I mean, I can say if he dies, he dies. I remember that when I'm 67.
Yeah. There you go. Should we go to the impossible?
We got to.
Today, that's kind of impossible. 67 years old is the 28-year-old.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Impossible question. 22% of women admit that when they meet another woman, that this annoys them. So many options. 22% of women admit that when they meet another woman, that this particular thing annoys them. Let's go to the comments, shall we?
I'm sure it's not what I'm thinking, but...
Good morning, Bubby, Patrick, Dan, Dixie, Amber, Jason, Sherry, Nancy, Anthony, Amber, Sherry, Jackie, Anthony, Pat, Amber, Patrick. Patrick says, talking about the urine in the bottle, the police had the song Message in a Bottle.
Oh, there you go.
Here's your message. I peed in a bottle.
Yeah.
22% of women admit that when they meet another woman, this particular thing annoys them. What? Any thoughts?
The
Any
size
guesses?
of their hair. What'd you go whoa for?
I thought I didn't know where you were going with that.
Come on. Like, I'm going to say hair. You know what I mean? It annoys them, like when they go up to another woman and say, "Wow, her hair's better than mine," or "Your hair looks like crap," or I don't know.
It is. What I'm looking for is they have the same name as their kids. Their kids are the same name. That
what
annoys 22% of women, I guess. Well, I don't know. That's annoying to women, I guess.
I mean, I guess I sort of get it. I would think there's other things to worry about.
Oh, your son's named Neil too.
It sort of bothers the person with the name more than the mom, I think.
I would think so.
No, I think it does.
I think so.
Yeah.
Whoa, Anthony Schilling getting X-rated in the comments. Should we do a giveaway?
Whoa! Mark, what are you doing here? It's a family-friendly show. Wow.
Should we do our giveaway?
We better.
Yeah, let's get. Don't look at the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Do yourself a favor. Got a $10 gift card to the Garden Gate up for grabs today. Let's bring up their info on the screen if I can find it. Just give me a sec. There we go. Garden Gate, 105 South Jefferson, Sigourney, just across the way from our studios. We can see you. Hi, Cindy. Cindy Dietrich hanging out there. I'm sure Danny's there. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, Saturday, 9 to noon, Garden Gate on the east side of the square in Sigourney. Sponsoring our giveaway today. They're giving us a $10 gift card for this April. And this, no fooling.
No fooling.
No trickery to this. All you need to do, we're going to play some true or false for April Fool's Day. So it's April Fool's Day, true or false. I'm going to give you several things from April Fool's Day. You'll just answer true or false. I'll give you either the or the, and if you get 2 out of 3 right, we'll give you the prize.
Okay.
So what's the number? I'll have you.
It's 641
622. Something over there?
What? No.
Are you eating jelly beans?
I don't have a jelly bean in my mouth. And then you sent it to me.
I tell you.
641 622 6262.
I was going to pick up the phone and act like I was answering it, but somebody might actually call.
Right. So 641 622 6262.
Call now. It's a new month. The phone lines are open to anybody.
Everybody is scared now. They're like, well,
anybody
I don't wanna...
and everybody. April Fool's Day, true or false? 641 622 6262. Call now. Get a $10 gift card to the Garden Gate. And if you call within the next half second, we'll throw in a Ginsu knife set.
And
that half second went by, so no Ginsu knife set for anybody. Neil might give you a handful of jelly beans.
Or a hand? No, I was going to offer one.
Just a green one.
I ain't going to give you a handful. These are good.
Pre-used jelly beans. He's swished them around in his mouth a little bit, spit them back into the jar. 641-622-6262 if anybody wants to play April Fool's Day, true or false. And we'll have a $10 Garden Gate gift card up for grabs. If nobody's going to call in, we're just going to move right on.
Have you had one of them green jelly beans?
I don't know.
Wow.
I usually just throw the whole shebang.
Separate them. Separate them out. Them green ones
You've
are
got to keep them separated.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, phone line. Let's just, we need to have, can you make like some sort of noise that celebrates that the phone is ringing?
Woo! Woo!
Good morning. Just another morning show. Who do we have on the phone line?
I don't know. Who do you think it is?
Well, I think it's the boob guy, Anthony Marchilling. Mr. Boobs on the phone.
Hey, let's just be honest. That's what they do.
Well, I'll leave that to your expertise, I guess. Let's play some April Fools, true or false. We got a $10 gift card to the Garden Gate in Sigourney up for grabs. If you get 2 out of 3 right, we'll give you the gift card, Anthony, all right?
Okay.
Okay, so again, this is true or false, April Fool's Day related stuff. In 1996, Taco Bell solved the national debt by buying the Liberty Bell and renaming it the Taco Liberty Bell. Is that true or false?
Yeah, I'm going to say false.
No, actually, no, you were wrong. Wait, what? I don't know. This is confusing. We're going to give you this one. It says it's true. It says Taco Bell actually ran the ad as an April Fool's joke, claiming that they'd bought the Liberty Bell to help the government. People believed it for a while.
Oh.
The National Park Service actually had to issue a statement. So that was kind of worded a little funky.
Oh,
we're gonna give that one to
wow.
you. We're going to give that one to you, Mark. Do you remember that?
No.
Neil?
I don't remember. I mean, it sounds like a really good publicity stunt.
The Taco Liberty Bell.
Huh.
All right, so we'll move on here. How about this one? True or false? It's illegal in the United Kingdom to prank anyone after noon on April Fool's Day. True or false?
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm going to say false.
It is true.
What?
It's actually true. The United Kingdom tradition says that pranks should stop at noon. So there you go. And let's try one more here. In Canada, oh Canada, April Fool's pranks are only legal in the provinces of Canada that rhyme with fun.
What? What?
That's kind of complicated. Let me repeat it. In Canada, April Fool's pranks are only legal in provinces that rhyme with the word fun. Is that true or false?
Say false.
That's got to be false.
Say false.
That's safe. You're right. There you go. So you win. Da-da-da. 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 $10 gift card to the Garden Gate going to Anthony for playing April Fool's True or False. Anthony will let Cindy know at the Garden Gate, and you'll have that waiting for you. Buy something pretty, something nice for your wife.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I appreciate you calling in, Anthony. You're my number one fan. You're my number one stalker. Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
All right. See you guys.
All right. See you later. That is Anthony Marchilling calling in, playing True or False. You want to go through some of these other ones?
Yeah, I thought they'd be like ridiculously easy, but
the BBC.
Okay.
Again, this is like British stuff. Once convinced people that spaghetti grows on trees, and viewers asked where to buy the seeds. That is actually true.
Oh, my.
So, yeah, that was an April Fool's. He convinced people that
Wow.
spaghetti grew on trees. I'm going to go with other true ones here. Let me kind of glance this over here quickly. 2000, again, BBC. Wow. 2008, the BBC said penguins could fly and showed footage of them heading to the tropics for vacation. That was actually, they did this on TV. They released a fake nature documentary segment showing flying penguins.
Really?
Saying it was very convincing, but completely fake.
Wow.
The BBC does some good jokes.
Yeah, they're a funny
Day.
bunch of British.
I was going to say, hello, mate, but that's Australia. British. There we go. We have to get to British.
Well, yeah.
A very funny April Fool's Day joke. All right. Not April Fool's Day related. You want to do some conversation starters?
Okay.
Home gnome.
Who?
Home gnome.
Okay.
Home gnome, like little gnomes.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's a home gnome.
Okay.
Evidently, this is a place online that did a survey.
Yeah.
Survey says over 1,000 U.S. homeowners. They surveyed 1,000 U.S. homeowners about their pet peeves and opinions about their neighborhood and their neighbors living next door.
All right.
Here's the top 5 pet peeves that people have. It doesn't really go into too much detail. Number 1 is garbage.
Well, sure.
Does your neighbor's garbage bother you?
It can.
Thankfully, I live in a neighborhood that is not a problem.
Right.
So, number 2 is landscaping and lawn care.
Okay.
If people's lawns get out of control, that would be annoying.
Steve freaks out. If it's like over 2 3/4 inches, sorry. But
I am
honestly,
a landscaping freak.
But okay, so like, are you worried if someone doesn't have, retaining bricks or edging around? Okay, that's what I mean.
I guess I'm not a landscaping freak. I'm more of a lawn mowing.
And I think
freak.
that's good. I think that's all right.
Yeah, I'm not overly concerned about
like that color does not. Those bricks do not match the siding.
I just keep your lawn mowed.
Yeah,
that's all I'm worried
or
about.
Or get goats.
Yeah,
I'd get them.
Home maintenance. You want your neighbors to keep their property looking good.
Okay.
Noise. Yeah, that could. Again, my neighbors are. I live in a fairly quiet neighborhood.
Well, you're also not. You don't have a whole lot of younger. No offense, bud, but.
And I don't have neighbors to my north or south, really.
Exactly.
I do have the park, because I live out by the Legion Park.
Right.
And, it gets busy during the spring through the late summer. But, not too bad.
You don't the neighbor doesn't have kids with the garage band going on next door.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
And then pets are the number 5 pet peeve.
I would have guessed that to be number 1.
That's number 5.
Because that can ruin. That can ruin almost all of those things. The whole top 4.
Yeah.
Between the mess in your yard, the mess in theirs, the noise of barking. I'm just thinking about what my dog does, and my Lord, I don't know how he hasn't been shot by the doors.
Oh, mister.
I love him.
So those are again top 5 pet peeves of your neighbors. It's 8:12. We're moving right along. We got a lot to get to yet.
Let's do it.
Let's take a little bit of a commercial break. Let's hear from some of our sponsors. We got to get some of our sponsors out of the way. Let's hear from Mahaska Drug and some others. We'll be back with more after this. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore. Why choose Lifetime Dental? The legacy and experience of 30 years. Cutting-edge technology. Advanced education in pediatrics. Orthodontics. And restorative dentistry. A one-of-a-kind experience for the whole family. But most of all, we're compassionate doctors who are here to listen to your concerns and use our expertise to help. For all things dental, think Lifetime Dental.
Looking for more than just a job? Find a career where you make a difference right in your community.
What I appreciate about First Resources is our dedication to innovation, always looking for ways to expand programming and offer greater opportunities for our staff and everyone involved.
First Resources staff are amazing. They're committed and they are motivated and they are fierce advocates to help clients meet their goals.
If you're ready to join a team committed to making a difference, apply online and join us at First Resources.
Hey, we thank all of our sponsors here on Steve Shuttler Media for making things possible. And we do thank Brothers Market and Sigourney for being our headliner, Osky Dental for sponsoring our studios. What are you doing over there?
I thought there was something on my paper.
Drying out your papers? Or
no,
what?
I think when I sit here and tap my pen, I leave marks. But I thought it was like bugs or junk or I don't know.
Bugs and gunk.
Bugs and gunk.
Hey, should we go to the Steve Shetler Media Weather Lab
We
for
should.
another look at our forecast? We probably should do that. Let's check in with meteorologist Neil Crott. What do you got for us, Neil? What's brewing in the weather?
Live from the Weather Lab.
Oh.
This is certified from the College of Weather in Cincinnati, Neil Crott. 30% chance. 30% chance of rain today between noon and 3. Cloudy, a high near 50. Tonight, showers likely, showers and maybe even thunderstorms after 1 a.m., a low of 47. Mind you, today, tonight, and even tomorrow, breezy. Plan on it. It's going to be windy. If you got stuff out in your yard you don't want blown away, put it away. Because tomorrow's 72 and 35-mile-per-hour gusts. So be aware. Breezy.
Warming up a little bit tomorrow.
Just
now,
to
they were
come back
saying...
down.
What's that?
Just to come back down on Thursday.
Yeah. Get up there and then come back down.
See, and then it's because of this high, let's get real. So this high pressure, it's going to swoop in from the north. But this coming up from the south, oh, this is goodness right here.
Oh, the goodness
coming up from the south.
Okay. So goodness.
Get ready.
So we got some goodness mixed with some of that northern stuff and some jelly beans.
That is Cincinnati weather for you right there. Or
All
as
right.
we like to call it in school.
Yes.
I forget.
Well, that was a good one.
Yeah, totally had a mind.
It's, my brain fart.
Sure.
Just say it.
I can't say anything right now. Like my words are all twisted.
Huh. That's weird.
That is weird.
All right, let's go. Let's go to the weird.
Okay.
It's a good segue.
Thanks.
That's weird.
You're weird.
How would you like to move into a home?
Okay.
Do some home renovation and discover that there is a pool and a hot tub hidden beneath the floorboards of your home.
I would love it.
This homeowner, a glasswork artist named Henry, was working on remodeling a spare room. Oh, but it's a girl. It's Henry's. No, I think something's going on there.
Wait.
Henry, Henry. That's
Henry. That's a boy.
Yeah. But it says it's a girl. So
they no.
Yeah, check your pants on that one. We're just going to skip that.
He doesn't even want to read the story now. I'm over it. Anyway, I would love to
find
find
a pool and a hot tub, but he's not going to use it as a pool and hot tub, or her, whatever.
Yeah?
It's other things. Who cares? Let's go to the air. A passenger, Yosriol Lieb, 20 years old, forcibly removed from a United Airlines bathroom with his pants down and his privates exposed during a flight from Tulum, Mexico to Houston. I hate it when that happens. I hate it when I'm pulled from a bathroom on an airplane with my privates exposed. Yeah, out and about. The incident occurred after Yisro Lieb, citing constipation.
Oh, boy.
Spent 20 minutes in the bathroom on the airplane. 20 minutes. I mean,
well, not on an airplane. I wouldn't want to spend 20 minutes. I mean, that's one thing if you're at home.
You get lost on your phone for
scrolling on all of a sudden you realize it's been an hour and 30 minutes.
The pilot, becoming visibly agitated, broke the bathroom lock, pulled the guy out, causing him physical and emotional stress. Wow. I think the physical stress must have already happened if he was in there for 20 minutes.
Wow.
Lieb and his fellow traveler, Jacob Sabag, were handcuffed by Customs and Border Patrol upon landing and detained without charges. That doesn't really make sense. They allege mistreatment, seeking damages and attorney's fees for the ordeal. So,
did they pull his pants up at any point? I mean, you're cuffing this guy. Please pull my pants up.
I wonder if he was in there for 20 minutes, hopefully at least he was done cleaning himself up.
Well, yeah.
Back there.
You know, I'll tell you what, planes just do not excite me right now with everything going on.
Well, you also don't want poopy pants in there pooping his pants. Let's go to Mississippi. Mississippi. 6 middle school students were hospitalized after allegedly ingesting marijuana-infused edibles provided by a classmate.
Okay.
2 students were released later that afternoon. The remaining 4 were expected to be discharged soon. The investigation ongoing to determine the source of the edibles, and with potential charges pending against the distributing student and possible involvement of the child's parents.
Uh-oh. Now when you have to do that, now it's getting real.
Yeah, so marijuana edibles.
We weren't in school during the 70s when that was probably the norm, Our folks were, I know they were that hippie generation and all.
You hippies.
Yeah, they were. Did you ever have any brownies floating around when you were in high school? Steve probably made them.
Not that I'm aware of.
Really?
I was straight edge, man. Straight edge.
Me too.
Let's go to church, you heathen. A church group was collecting trash along Interstate 19. Not sure what state this occurred in. Arizona, maybe?
Arizona.
When they found skeletal remains. Now, initially, can you imagine, innocent little church girls, picking up garbage, and they're like... initially they mistook it for a Halloween decoration.
Oh, no.
They're look, Pastor John! Halloween decoration! And then they went and, probably touched it, and... They thought it was... But it wasn't. They figured it out soon enough.
Oh, my.
Pastor John called the cops. They consulted a fellow federal agent. Upon confirming the remains were human, local police contacted... So they went above the local police. They went right to a federal agent. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Detectives found a wallet belonging to a 74-year-old man. The victim had been reported missing back in 2022. So no foul play suspected.
Yeah, not the way you'd want to be found.
The death is not considered suspicious.
Huh.
So there you go.
Still.
Walking the highway for garbage, and you found a dead body.
Gee.
This next one sounds extremely painful. It makes me squeamish. A woman from St. Petersburg, Florida, hospitalized after stepping on a pair of jeans left on her floor and discovering that a metal key that was in the pocket was lodged deep into her foot.
A key?
A key.
Oh.
So there's some keys in her pocket. Jeans were on the floor. She stepped on it. The key went into her foot. She heard a crunch while walking to the bathroom. Initially ignored it. Moments later, she realized her jeans were stuck to her foot. Upon closer inspection, she found the key embedded in her sole through the fabric of the jeans pocket. Maybe she has those feet that are hard as bricks.
Yeah.
She's got that thick layer.
I'm guessing this is a pet peeve of yours.
Feet are disgusting anyway. Feet are just gross. She probably needs to get a cheese shredder out to get the dead skin.
4-inch grinder.
Yeah. It was stuck in her foot. In shock and pain. I mean, was she really in pain, or was it just all a bunch of dead
skin?
She
didn't notice it at first. Wow.
So she called a friend for help, wrapped her jeans around the wound, and waited. Now, I wonder if she just yanked the key out. Or did she click it to the side and opened a door a hidden door in her foot that led to a journey to another world? I don't know. Medical staff at the emergency room were stunned by the nature of the injury and gathered to see it. They were all like, "Hey, Frank, you got to come see this.
This chick's got a key in her foot.
Jojo. Janitor Jojo. You got to see this.
Janitor Joe.
This woman's got a key stuck in her foot."
What? Wow.
So they all gathered around.
Oh.
Doctors administered lidocaine, removed the key, and gave her a tetanus shot. But she did not use stitches due to the risk of infection on the bottom of the foot.
Oh,
the woman later posted images of the incident on TikTok.
Oh, great.
Has over 10 million views.
Oh, really? It's on TikTok?
She reported that walking remained painful for days, but returned to work shortly thereafter. So,
just imagine.
She advises others not to leave keys in their clothing.
Well, yeah.
To avoid similar incidents.
I'm sitting here, just grabbed a key out of my pocket. Can you imagine? I mean, It hurts to step on a thumbtack.
Yeah.
You know? A key.
Yeah.
Wow.
Key in your foot.
Man.
A key in your foot. That is nasty.
That is horrible.
How about this? A random thing. I'm trying to see who did this. Does my weird noises really excite you over there?
What's going on? No, they don't excite me.
78% of Americans speak only English at home.
Oh, yes.
Between 350 and 430 languages can be found, though, in the United States.
I'm so glad you're reading this.
So you've got English, you've got Spanish is number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. But according to this survey, what do you think the number 3 language is in Iowa?
The only reason I say I'm so glad you're reading this, because I might have took a peek at it.
Oh.
And I had my first comment was not probably a good one to say.
Okay.
So I know what it is.
What? Oh.
It's
That's
Arabic.
Hey, jinx.
And
this is not an April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
Arabic in Iowa?
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, so my first thought when I was scrolling through all the states, I'm like, really? What? German? Okay, fine. What were some of the weird ones, though?
I'm trying to look at other Midwest states. Wisconsin is German.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Illinois, Polish. Indiana is German.
What was Minnesota?
Minnesota is, whoa.
What is that?
I don't even know.
See, I knew there was one around us that I couldn't pronounce. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Hmong. What the heck is Hmong?
I have no idea. All I know is I saw Iowa was Arabic. I'm like, well, we got to move. And then I thought I shouldn't say that.
We're going to act like you didn't say it. Nebraska is German. Missouri is German. Lots of German.
Well, that makes sense.
Kind of
Midwest
weird,
is more.
But still, it's like, do you really think hear people speaking German?
No. I definitely don't hear them speaking Hmong.
I don't know. You would think like the number 3 would be like Chinese or Japanese or Americanese. Look at these, or I don't know.
Look at these.
Remember that?
What? How did that whole thing go?
I think I just did it, actually. Chinese. Texas is Vietnamese. Utah is Portuguese.
Oh, Portuguese.
Virginia is Korean. Vermont is French.
Now, see, I can see French more on the east, but...
New Mexico makes sense, Navajo. Nevada, Tagalog. The heck?
Tagalog?
The heck is Tagalog?
What are these?
Oregon is Russian. They got a bunch of commies out there in Oregon. I can't believe we haven't been canceled. I can't believe Facebook hasn't contacted me to say we're shutting you down. Anyway.
Commies. We better move.
Yeah, let's move along. We don't want to get caught.
Pardon me.
Let's go to the files, Neil.
Yes.
Of Law and Disorder. Alberta, Canada.
Alberta?
A woman in Okotoks, Alberta, Canada, was fined $15,000 after pleading guilty to illegally possessing 2 African serval cats, a controlled species under Alberta's Wildlife Act. Wildlife officials confirmed that the woman had acquired the wild cats from British Columbia and Quebec without the necessary permits, which are typically restricted to licensed zoos. Servals, am I saying that right?
I don't know.
Servals, a native to sub-Saharan Africa, are considered dangerous for private ownership due to their, predatory instincts, risk of disease transmission, and high environmental needs.
So they want to kill you.
Yeah, they want to hunt you, basically, and eat you. They confiscated the animals, being relocated to a couple of zoos. So.
Why would you do that? Why would you bring animals like that? I don't know. It's just ridiculous.
Should we go to Colorado?
Okay.
Colorado preparing to open its first licensed healing center.
Yeah?
Where psychedelic mushrooms can be used in supervised sessions.
Well,
you gotta see this. following the approval of Proposition 122 in 2022, and modeled after Oregon's, some sort of program out in Oregon where the Russians hang out, Colorado's system will allow licensed facilitators to guide participants through therapeutic mushroom experiences. What? That should have been the weird news. I'm going to give it...
That is weird.
Its own weird.
That's interesting. If anything.
I think we moved along far enough. We should... You know what we haven't done?
What?
Let's take a break. Let's get our last commercials in.
Yeah.
Heck, we've got... Heck, Neil.
Heck,
Golly
Steve,
gee.
What?
We haven't looked at the Iowa Music Showcase yet.
What?
Or the sports section, Beeve. Or the community calendar of birthdays. Or the moment of duh.
The sports section.
Golly gee. Willikers.
Beeve.
Let's get to that stuff.
Did you call me Beeve?
Beeve. Gosh, Wally. Where's Lumpy?
Lumpy?
Let's take a look at our... Let's take... Not our forecast. I'm just getting...
What?
Just words. Spewing out words.
It's just happening.
Let's hear from some of our sponsors. How about that? Sponsors that are proud to be on this show.
Yes, and we appreciate every one of them.
Like Falvey Lumber.
Build it together. Build it with Falvey Lumber.
Are you building a new house or maybe wanting to do a remodel? Come check out our showroom at Falvey Lumber and Hardware's Eddyville location. Cook kitchen cabinets, masonite interior doors, and more. Not sure what you want? Let us help with the design and layout of your new kitchen or remodel. At Falvey Lumber and Hardware, we can help with any room in the house, from lumber for building to shower enclosures, paint, and more. Choose Falvey Lumber and Hardware with locations in Eddyville and Albia.
The mission of Essence of Life Hospice is to provide comprehensive, coordinated care to individuals with life-limiting illnesses and to their families, and to support them in the process of death and bereavement. Our goal is to provide palliative care that addresses the physical, psychological, and spiritual dimensions of service for the terminally ill as an integrated whole. We pride ourselves on providing the highest quality care and are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, visit essencehospice.com.
Attention Iowa business owners. Is your business missing sales because you're too busy to follow up? Every missed call or delayed message could be costing you money. At Easy BizTech, we help local businesses stay ahead by automating customer follow-up, so no lead gets left behind. Missed a call? Our system texts back instantly. Need personalized outreach? We send automated texts, emails, and even use AI-powered voice agents to connect with your customers 24/7. Stop losing money because of slow follow-up. Contact Easy BizTech today, where Iowa businesses win online.
Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191. Hey, welcome back here on Steve Shetler Media. We're doing just another morning show headline sponsored by Brothers Market, coming to you live from the Osky Dental Studios. Oh, man.
I had no idea we were that close to going back on.
We were that close, and here we are. Whoa. Let's hype up some stuff. Coming up this week here on Steve Shetler Media, Drew Fry going to be hanging out with us Friday at Barn Wired for the Iowa Music Showcase. Drew's going to be playing us some original tunes. I don't know if he's debuting a brand new song, but he's putting out a new song this week on streaming platforms.
Cool.
So he'll be hanging out. Like I said yesterday, I don't know Drew. We're gonna get to know him together.
We don't even know if he's real.
Yeah,
We're hoping he is.
I don't know. I like to do that though. I like bringing in new artists, getting to know them.
Yeah,
getting to know you. Drew Fry, 11:30 to noon ish. Sometimes we go past noon. So tune in. Be there live in person at Barn Wired. Tune in live here on Facebook, YouTube. Listen to it in podcast form afterwards. You know, the videos always stay up. You can watch the videos later on if you'd like. However, you
Yeah.
want to consume the Iowa Music
Ooh,
Showcase.
I like that, consume.
If you're there in person, you can consume some coffee, some drinks, some lunch, fabulous food, and we always have a good time at Barn Wire.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Then we're back there on Saturday mornings for the sports section at Barn Wire, talking to athletes and coaches. We'll be doing that this Saturday from 8 to, it lasts from, 8:30 to 9, anywhere from a half hour to an hour. It's just kind of an open format. So we'll be chatting with some athletes and coaches Saturday morning. Again, that's a show you can come and watch in person. You can watch it online. You can listen to it in podcast form. Whatever trips your trigger.
Trips your trigger.
Trigger. Hey, coming up here, we're 3 weeks away, Neil.
Are you serious?
The countdown is on for
Wow.
Tuesday night tune-up. Safe Grafke going to be hosting the show as usual. I know we're going to have Curtis Vanderwall involved as well, as he was last year.
Cool.
I'm sponsoring that Curtis Vanderwall car coming up this year. So be on the lookout for the Steve Shuttler Media car. Curtis Vanderwall. Car. We'll be having a good time talking to local area racers, drivers, people in the racing community. Last year, I know we had the Armless Archer on. Tons
of drivers.
Tons of drivers. We had the, what do you call them? The RC cars.
Yeah.
The RC Speedway that's over in Lighton. We had those folks in. We're talking figure eight racing. We talk dirt track racing. It's racing. If it's racing related, we're going to have it.
Yeah, it's sort of about racing.
At some point on Tuesday night tune-up. And new location for this year's show. We're going to be live from the Oskaloosa Pizza Ranch. So we're going to be mowing down some pizza and chicken, slurping some sodas. Having a good time. 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, starting on April 22nd. Last year, we went all the way through October. I think we're planning on doing that again this year. So,
just 3 weeks. Huh.
Yeah.
3 weeks to get prepared to hang out with
Safe.
My buddy.
The safety dance. Safe. And we'll have that in podcast form. So another way for people to take that in. So be on the lookout for that. What else we got going on here? Community calendar. Let's do our community calendar. It is sponsored by Enchanted Events in just south of Sigourney, right off Highway 149. Great place to host whatever type of event you can think of. I mean, they just had a bags tournament over the weekend, a little cornholio.
Oh, yeah, cornholio.
They've got their concert coming up here. Boy, not too terribly far away now. We're within the month. By the way, we need to flip our calendar here in the studio. We're still on March, but we're just a few weeks away now from Tyler Riston and the High Bank Boys. April 26th at Enchanted Events. Get your tickets now. Do it.
Do it now.
Do it. You can do it on their website. You can get tickets through their Facebook page. So however you want to do that. So on our community calendar, check this out.
Okay.
Guy, he sits in his suitcase and has all these puppets. Chris.
I bet he doesn't sit in it.
Probably not. He probably sits on the stool.
Right.
Chris Ortiz, ventriloquist. I'm trying to get a hold of Chris because I think he would be a fun guest to have in the studio.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to do another voice out the side of his mouth. Hi, how you doing?
I bet he'd be a lot better than us.
Than that?
Yeah.
I bet he could do a good toothy.
Well, I'm guessing that he's going to make fun of us probably. Be like, you guys check
are
this
idiots.
out.
So Chris, bringing all those characters you see on the screen there to the Opera House and watch here this Saturday, April 5th from 2 to 3 p.m. So afternoon matinee show.
Cool. Yeah.
Send your kids. I'm sure. Send your adults.
Send your adults.
Send your immature husbands.
Right? Because Steve and I are thinking about it.
This would be fun. This is my type of entertainment. Ventriloquist at the Watch Your Opera House. And it's a free will donation.
Ooh.
So you don't have to buy tickets. Just give them a few bucks out of the kindness of your heart when you get there and take in the show. Again, that'd be a great thing. If I was a little kid, this would be a fantastic thing to go
I'm
check
reading
out.
down lower some of his friends from the suitcase. Scooter the Arctic Penguin, Grandpa Eugene, Dylan the Hippie, Chatter the Chipmunk. Oh, Chatter. That's going to be fun.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a
check
lot
that
of fun.
out. Hey, I know last week we had some of the gals from the 4th of July, Sigourney 4th of July committee in here in the studio, and they have released officially their schedule for the 4th of July.
It's for real now.
Yeah, we've got everything from Thursday, the 3rd of July, to Sunday, the 6th of July, which would be my birthday, by the way. If you want to plan for my birthday on July 6th, cash, presents,
I'll give you a big hug.
Hugs.
A little extra.
Those are all a little squeeze. So you got your full lineup, including that wiffle ball tournament, which I'm going to sneak into on that Saturday.
Yeah.
You know, what I don't see listed, I'm sure they'll have the normal ecumenical church service on the square here in Sigourney. They always have that. I'm assuming. That's just
basketball tournament. That was cool.
Me and you. Yeah, we could.
Yeah, we could do it.
Put up some bricks. But who else could we get? We could get Josh Clubb, who was a wrestler, a state qualifying wrestler.
So he's
back
no
in
good at
high
basketball
school.
either.
He's no good at basketball.
We need a fourth.
Who could be our fourth? Maybe Jim from Barn Wired. He's got some hype.
We're looking for height. We don't need any skills. Just
Steven from.
No, he's not as tall, but I bet you he's a baller. Steven. He is a baller.
Who else likes Steve Shetler Media out there? I don't know. Probably we're running after that. Maybe Mark Schilling. Maybe Mark has some basketball skills.
Go. Mark, you can get out there. You'd be out there dribbling between the legs and
How about Jenny Hobbs? She'd probably be
because she'd be good.
Yeah, she'd actually be good. She would carry
be
the
yelling
team.
at us.
She would
you
be
guys
yelling
suck.
at us.
Pick it up. Let's go.
Come on.
I mean, I would be scared. Yeah, we'll look into that.
So anyway, 4th of July events, they are out there on Facebook for you to take in. And then, live it out.
Live it out.
Come discover how to love like Jesus with the fine folks at the Christian Church of Sigourney. They got Vacation Bible School. Again, this is well in advance. This is end of July, early August stuff. But something for your kids to take part in. You know, some of my best memories from as a kid were at Bible school. I love Bible school. That was always fun. Yeah. And this is an evening thing from 5:30 to 7:30, July 28th through August 1st. Supper's provided, so they're going to feed your kids. They're going to feed them with the word. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
That's at the Christian Church of Sigourney. Make sure you get in on
2 hours.
Yeah.
Why does it seem like when we were kids and went to Bible school, it was like 12 and a half hours?
No.
I mean, no joke. I mean, it seemed like it was an all-day thing.
My Aunt Bonnie Mertz, who was Scott Long's mom.
Joyce.
She was always involved.
Yep, absolutely. My mom helped out a lot.
Yeah.
A bunch of, I mean, it's crazy. But
All
it
the
seemed like it was
church
all day
ladies.
long.
It
really
like
did.
you'd have recess, snack time. How did they ever keep us entertained for that long?
No, it was Sunday School Charlie.
Yes.
That's what kept us entertained.
Yep.
That's right.
Penelope. I've told you that story, right? All right.
Penelope.
Let's jump over to birthdays.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. God bless you. Happy birthday.
Oh. Woo. Well, that thing just won't stop. Celebrity and hometown birthdays, brought to you by Hometown Real Estate, Nikki Leathers. She's the gal to call. Not only is she a broker, she owns it. And she's a realtor.
If you break it, you own it.
Yeah, that's right, baby. 641-295-4142 to get a hold of Nikki or NikkiLeathers@gmail.com. In your hometown birthdays, just got one. Man, why is it so slow this time of year?
I don't know.
But Earl Griner turning 80 years old today. So happy birthday to you, Earl, and anyone else out there celebrating one today that we don't have. We'll get like 5 more before the show's over. But happy birthday to you, Earl. Celebrity side, Ally McGraw, 86. Why does that name sound familiar?
Well, she's an actress and a model.
Well, I see that, but I'm trying to remember why. Do you know who she is?
I looked her up.
Yeah? Is she like from any
Space?
shows or movies we'd know?
Is she an alien?
Okay.
I don't know. She was in stuff.
Okay, cool stuff. Singer Susan Boyle, 64. Now, she was the one that, it wasn't
America's Got Talent.
Was it
or
America?
British
Or was it
Got
in
Talent?
British?
British.
Yeah, she was the
people.
one that sang that song, and just like everybody went nuts.
And she had really hairy eyebrows, and
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
oh boy. Okay.
Those bushy eyebrows that really needed trimmed up.
Yeah. Well,
She was one of those that came on the show, and you're like, "Holy crap! That woman that doesn't look like she could sing can really sing."
Oh, and yeah, like it was stupid good.
Yeah.
Like,
but she had her 15 minutes of fame. I'm sure she's
Yeah.
still singing somewhere karaoke.
well, you don't know that. I mean, come on.
She made her boatload of money.
Oh, I bet she did. She probably blew it all, but anyway,
Okay.
back to the birthdays. We digress. I'm trying to look real quick though at something. Jumbo Elliott. Yeah, that's
The old
right.
Jumbo.
The old Jumbo. Yeah.
Football.
Yeah, he played for. Yep. Hang on.
Who'd he play for?
New
The
York.
Giants?
Yep. Is that it?
He's 6.
No, he also played for the Jets.
Oh.
Yeah.
He liked staying out there in New York, New Jersey. Evidently.
There you go. So happy birthday, Jumbo. It's a weird nickname. TV talk show host Rachel Maddow. I like saying Maddow.
Mad cow disease.
52.
She's on MSNBC. Barf.
Wow. There's your take from Steve on your Tuesday.
Barfarama.
Country singer Kip Moore is 45. Oh, look at that. Randy Orton. No, he's from what we call the WWE. The Viper. What?
He's a wrestler.
Well, I knew that, but I didn't know they call him the Viper.
Yeah, the apex predator.
Whoa.
He's got they give the wrestlers so many nicknames these days. He's been around for a while.
Yeah, I remember seeing him when whichever one of my boys was into it, watching it. Yeah, he was a beast. Like, he was
From the East.
He was a good-looking man. Just saying.
If you were into guys, you'd like Randy Orton.
I don't know if I'd answer that either way. And happy birthday to Hillary Scott, 39, country singer from Lady A.
Oh, Lady Antebellum.
No, Lady A.
I want to offend people. Lady Antebellum.
Antebellum, Antebellum, Antebellum.
Antebellum. Be offended. All right. So those are your birthdays.
It's Gabby Bunker. Happy birthday to you today as well.
All right,
One
Gabby.
from the comments real quick. Thanks, Sam.
Bunker. Gabby with a birthday. Birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate thanks to Nikki Leathers. Let's see here. We've still got a little bit of time left. Let's get to the moment of...
Duh.
I need to.
Duh.
I like the duh.
You like turtles, too.
A man working for a Wisconsin State Fair park vendor has been charged after allegedly putting Gorilla Super Glue into a coworker's soda.
Oh. Wow.
The victim, be careful. April Fool's Day.
Right? Wow.
The victim reported to police that she had been experiencing illness after drinking beverages at her desk over the prior 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh.
Suspicious of chemical contamination due to the smell and taste, she installed a hidden surveillance camera under her computer monitor. The footage showed the man, who shared an office with her, using latex gloves to squeeze a liquid substance from a small tube into her Coca-Cola can.
Oh.
Officers began shortly after the report. That doesn't make any sense. Searching his workspace revealed gloves and the Gorilla Super Glue container.
Oh, it's super glue.
Yeah. The man was arrested, charged with Class 1 felony for placing a harmful substance in an edible item with the intent to cause bodily harm. Faces up to 3 years and 6 months in jail and $10,000 fine if convicted. So
hopefully it wasn't big enough amounts. And quite frankly, the Coke probably ate. I mean, nothing, and I'm not bad-mouthing Coke, but honestly, of all the sodas, that was probably the best one to put it in, so it broke it down a little bit.
Break it down.
Man, super glue in your pop.
Yeah, that's
how would that...
It's a wonder her lips didn't,
Yeah, or you could feel it in your mouth, sort of getting sticky, or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking for something that I think I threw away.
I'm just more curious about not just ingesting, but Good thing that glue didn't go all the way, because tie a person up pretty easy.
How'd you like? Yeah, how'd
Can
you
you
like to
imagine?
squeeze that out?
Wow. Ooh. Don't be putting super glue in people's pop or anything for that matter, kids.
Yeah, you idiots.
Duh. That was a duh.
Before we get out
Yeah.
of here, we do have a news segment.
Oh, do we?
Actually, we're kind of bringing it back.
Oh, okay.
We used to have the something to make you smile. Now we're just calling it Good News, and it has a brand new sponsor as of yesterday. This guy just came on board,
really,
as the sponsor of our daily Good News. His name is Jay Dennis
Cool.
from Bridalwood Midwest Insurance. He's located out of Marengo. Medicare made easy. So get a hold of Jay. Jay brings us our good news for today. I don't have any catchy jingle for Jay.
You will.
Quite yet. Oh.
I know you.
Good news. Good news.
You'll find something.
So in good news today, we'll give you a little tease, because this is posted on my Facebook page right now.
Oh,
you can go check it out.
Now.
Across the United States, you're a little bit of a fisherman, at least you used to be.
Yeah.
Anglers have caught record-setting trout from various lakes, showcasing the country's diverse freshwater ecosystems. And among the most notable is a lake trout caught back in 2023 at a reservoir in Colorado, weighing in at 73.29 pounds.
Wowzers.
A trout.
Wow.
Measuring 47 inches long with a 37-inch girth.
Yikes.
It's a fat fish.
It's a hog.
Although it exceeded the official world record of 72 pounds set in Canada in 1995, it wasn't certified by the International Game and Fish Association because it was released and not weighed on land. Other major trout records have also been broken, so this is more... Again, we were just going to give you a little teaser.
Oh, right. You
today.
can't tell me at all. Sorry. Yeah.
You want to learn more about big fish. I guess that qualifies as good news. I don't know who picks the good news stories around here, but if you don't like it, you can send a complaint to Neil at steveshetlermedia.com.
Yes. I will make sure I read it.
Thanks
and
to
reply.
Jay at Bridalwood Midwest Insurance.
You may not like the response, but go ahead. Send them.
We do have one more thing.
Okay.
We do have some more breaking stories to get to today.
Yeah?
I need a news sounder.
Oh. Yeah. Or a dun 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 dun.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Breaking news, a Florida town elects cat as mayor after ballot confusion. Residents of a small Florida town are adjusting to new leadership after a tabby cat named Whiskers won the mayoral election due to a misprinted ballot. Whiskers has already vetoed a leash law by hiding the paperwork under the couch. That's other stuff that just is coming in today. Oxford, like the Oxford Dictionary, declares meh, meh, M-E-H.
Yeah.
The most philosophically neutral word. I screwed that up. In a surprise linguistic twist. Oxford's dictionary panel has declared meh. The most profound modern expression of existential balance, dethroning whatever after a heated 6-hour debate. So, meh.
I hate that word. I despise meh. I can do better.
Yeah. Ohio farmer grows first ever square watermelon.
Huh? What is happening?
After years of genetic tweaking and plastic molds, a farmer in central Ohio successfully grew a watermelon in the exact shape of the state. Lakes included. He's now working on a Michigan-shaped cantaloupe. And finally today, in some breaking news, the world's first invisible car finally completed. It was immediately lost.
Oh, boy.
The startup unveiled the world's first entirely invisible electric car. Within 24 hours, it was reported stolen or parked near the test facility. No one really knows for sure.
So
April Fool's Day.
So
on those.
Let me just say this.
Here, let me. Before you do that,
you had me with the cat story.
All right.
Not gonna lie, because I sort of in my head was thinking
the cat voted mayor.
Well, I mean, write-ins. I mean,
Whiskers the cat.
It was getting a little bit weird towards the end of that story. Then it just kept getting different and odd, and
then the invisible car story.
That one just sealed the deal. Yeah. But
fake news, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, please don't.
I know my delivery of that really convinced you that that was
that was
real
the best
news.
part about it. I'll give you that. You didn't break character.
No,
the whole time
serious.
you're like, and you just kept moving right on. Like you were committed.
How about did the studio audience enjoy
they
that?
loved it.
They're laughing.
Yeah, I know.
Sounds
good. What?
They thought it was fun. Thank you. I hear you back. I see that hand.
Whoa, hello. When did you get here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Studio audience looking good today. We haven't really talked about them today, but
no. Most days are too quiet. Wow.
Whew. Anyway, let's go to our forecast one more time. Let's get that out of the way. Let's hit this. The Weather Lab. University of Cincinnati School of the Blind weather meteorologist Neil Crott.
School of the Blind. Garden Gate. One last look at this forecast. Thank you to them. 30% chance of rain between noon and 3. Cloudy, a high near 50.
And we're not fooling.
We're not fooling. That's for real. It's for reals. Look for... If you could have seen that face. Gusty winds possibly up to 35 miles per hour this afternoon. Tonight, showers, possibly a thunderstorm later. Low around 47. Chance of rain and thunderstorms tomorrow. But check it out. Partly sunny, high near 72 with some breezy conditions. So just be on the lookout. It's still spring in Iowa.
Springy.
So thank you, Garden Gate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank you,
Garden
Easter
Gate.
Bunny.
All right. I think that does it. I think we have survived 2 hours.
Well,
2 full hours.
And no one has came knocking in the door to take us. And
we kind of blasted the high school kids out in the hallway for making a little bit of noise.
Yeah.
And they haven't made any noise since.
Yeah, we're sorry about that. You're doing a great job, by the way.
They heard us complain, and they were like, okay, screw it. We're
Yeah. They feel bad now.
Anywho.
Yeah. So anyway, big plans for your Tuesday?
It's about nap time.
Okay.
I'm still working on my super secret project.
Yep.
That's filling a lot of my time during the day. So hopefully that'll be unveiled here soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Super secret. Don't tell anybody.
I don't even know what you're talking about. It's so
Something
secret.
big is brewing, and it's not in Neil's bowels.
That's
All right,
not
let's
true.
Just say that.
There
All right,
could
something
be.
big is brewing in your
Yes,
bowels.
yes.
So
always.
Maybe we should get out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Have a great day, everybody.
Happy April Fool's Day. Godspeed. God bless. Good night, America.